a dream and it's all I see. I got my team and it's all I need. I see them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me. See them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me.
I see 'em hating and it's fine by me. Got a dream and it's all I see. Got my team and it's all I need. See 'em hating and it's fine by me.
It's fine by me. Yeah, haters know I get a lot of.
Wait,
Hold up.
shit,
Haters know I got a lot of.
Wait.
Hold up.
shit.
Haters mad cause they get nada. Got a lot of dollars, look like I just hit the lotto. Rich, pop my collar, looking like a baller. Take shots like revolver, but the stroke so Arnold Palmer. Don't tell me act right, I be in my bag like I be in the fast life, blow money like a bag pipe. It's all I see. I got my team and it's all I need. I see them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me. See them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me.
I see 'em hating and it's fine by me. Got a dream and it's all I see. Got my team and it's all I need. See 'em hating and it's fine by me.
It's fine by me.
Boy, it's only buckets where I'm at, where I'm from. They don't tuck it, they just shoot. Get buckets through the gap. You be sluggish at the bat. I be Kirby Puckett. Sticking House of Moan Brown, stuck it to the mat. Magic fingers, like I'm Stephon Diggs. I don't like my coffee black, I like it Tayshaun Prince. Hold on to the balls, just like Marshawn Lynch. In the whip, you ain't like the.
I got a dream and it's all I see. I got my team and it's all I need. I see them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me. See them hating and it's fine by me. Fine by me.
I see 'em hating and it's fine by me. Got a dream and it's all I see. Got my team and it's all I need. See 'em hating and it's fine by me.
It's fine by me.
I can see 'em hating, but it's all good. Say they hating 'cause I made it, 'cause they never thought I would.
I always knew I'd do it different since the day I started. When I was spitting all my lyrics, all I know is heartache. I need a medic who can feel so empathetic when I'm calling 9099. My list of fucking problems, take out those zeros cause I'm powered by a nine. And my favorite color's Nero, but I'm looking for a star who can shine away the pain that is coming up with this age. As I look back and I say, where did it go, why did I waste it? I grew up listening to music from 10 different genres. It never stopped me going crazy when the volume's up. And I always wanna be somebody who can tell his father I made it pops and I promise I'll look after mother. I'm making money but my money isn't back, and I'm always wondering if it will ever be everlasting. I'm always thinking about the issues of my past. Now my faith is on the edge, somebody go and call the pastor. I gave up weekends cause I need to take a chance. Now I'm working all the time on my music, I gotta act big. If I don't make it then I pray my boy will smash this. I'm looking up for angels cause I want their wings to catch him. And in my past there's a version I barely know, who never thought he falls from the all-time low. But it's not his fault, oh no, it's not his fault, cause he's putting in his life with his name.
Welcome back, guys. GhettoRig episode 155. Let's get a couple of things out of the way very quickly and then dive right into it. Official sponsors: UFC Gym Largo and the new UFC Gym St. Petersburg. Also Vitality Wellness Center. Guys, go support, like their Instagram pages and so on and so forth. You all already know what to do. You can do us a huge favor by sharing this content with your friends and family. Have them watch it, and that'll boost us, in subscribers and views and so on and so forth. My name is Jay. This is my co-host Eddie, and behind the camera, behind the mics, behind the computers, we have Miggy, our producer. All right, guys, without further ado, let's dive into it real quick, right? What do you want to start out with Miggy?
We got the new features for the Apple products. Hey, can you guys believe it's almost the end of the year? Yeah. Apple products are already coming out.
September.
The months flew by like this.
Yeah, September. 2 more months and we're getting new Apple products. Talking about that, the other day I was talking with a family friend how Apple has always been a pretty steady company, and they've had their ups and downs in a market, but they've always ended up going up, right? And Apple ultimately is the only company, especially in a cell phone world, that's holding on its own. Like, as if you look at the Android and stuff like things like that, you have so many companies like Samsung, LG, all of them are making Android phones, right? But they're so segmented out. Yeah, they might be.
What's their number one sold product?
Um,
Apple.
I'm gonna say
gotta be
either
their
iPhone or iWatch. It's got to be the iPhone, because worldwide, people will buy the iPhone before they buy the iWatch. You know,
The iPhone.
iPhone, yeah. So, and they're always done well, and I think what Apple has done, they created a cult following, right, of Apple products. And I think two things are working for them. They understand that an average person doesn't need a super duper computery cell phone. They just want a cell phone that works, does basic tasks very well, and you don't get confused when you try to do them. And number two, they made it as a status symbol. You know what I mean? And now people get Apple. And I've read multiple articles where they say, especially women, if they see green bubbles in their text messages, they assume you have an Android, which probably what it is, and they automatically assume that you're poor because you have an Android. Right? So
The thing about Apple is that they're so good at making products that we actually use, like watches, phones, headphones.
well, they all
Just
do.
really good products that everybody uses.
They all do, but I think that the beauty of their shit is it's so simple. It's simple to use. It's very
There's
intuitive
a lot
to
of
use.
simplicity. Even their package
Yeah.
is very simple.
And what they do, they don't try to reinvent the wheel. Like, something new will come out and they'll wait. They're usually 2 years trailing with the new technology. But when they do bring it, it works. It doesn't have any kinks in it.
Did the Android tablets come out before the Apple tablet?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think the Apple tablet made them successful.
Apple tablet made them successful?
Yeah, because a lot of people look at tablets and they just think, oh, tablet. At least the older folks do. You know what I'm saying? Like older people don't want to spend as much money on products, so they're just like, oh, I saw this guy with a tablet. I'll just go buy a tablet.
Yeah,
They don't know anything about the specs.
In our eyes, in the tablet world, the iPad is the standard.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like it's the most basic thing that's gonna get the job done.
Yeah, it's the iPad.
It's the most functional.
And I think it was 2008 when Apple iPhone first came out, and it revolutionized the entire world of portable electronics, right? Such as cell phone. And they were the first ones to come out with a UI and everything. Like, it was an actual system. It's an actual little computer, right? Before that, Nokia was sweeping the world, and after that, it was just game over. Apple came out and just literally destroyed everyone else.
But that's only in the U.S. The majority of people around the world still use Android.
And the reason they do that, because Androids are cheaper over there than the iPhones are. If iPhones were cheaper, they would buy an iPhone.
No, now you know what's also happening is a lot of people who have family back home, they'll send their old iPhones.
Yeah.
So eventually they do start getting that technology. It's just very, very, very few people have the opportunity to get that technology.
Because it's a status symbol. If you have an iPhone, you fucking made it.
But that's only in
in
the
a way.
U.S. though.
In the rest of the world too, man.
Not necessarily.
I'm
I don't
telling
know,
you,
man.
rest of the world, bro.
if you throw an iPhone in the middle of Africa and you it's like, damn, this dude's got a fucking iPhone.
Yeah, because so the beauty of it is why? Because the iPhone costs exactly the same as it does in United States versus any other country. They never change the price, and it's always high. So
That's
people
not
look
true. In DR, you go to an Apple store and the prices are more expensive than
an original iPhone.
in
and not
like if you found
No. Is that an actual Apple store, or is that an authorized retailer? That's the difference.
Authorized retailer or whatever.
No,
Same.
authorized retail. I think with authorized retailers, it works a little bit different. Where they are authorized, but they're not an actual iPhone store. In an actual iPhone store, the price is same. Because he has the difference is
I
the
don't know.
tax, right? Because they
I
add
don't know about
tax to
Apple,
it.
but I do know that like I went into the Casio store like I mentioned to you, and everything was more expensive than it would be in like ordering it through
Yeah.
Casio online through the U.S.
Well, the two things could be happening. Number one is the taxes, the import taxes that are high, and number two is the product itself is more
I
expensive.
started talking with my cousins about this, and they were saying like, yeah, That's why my mom, when we go to the U.S., she freaks out about buying as much stuff as possible, right, to take back with them because every time they need something over there, it's just so much more expensive, even like comparative to over here, like when it comes to like going to the mall and stuff like that.
I can guarantee it has to do with taxes.
So I do know this, like if you want to order something from Amazon, not only are you paying a shit ton for shipping on top of the product, you also have to pay to get the product from the like shipping place
Yeah.
that they take it to. Like when like basically they don't take it to your house, right? They take it to like a local, let's say UPS thing, and they put it there in one of those boxes. You know how we have those Amazon boxes? Think of a place that has stuff like that. And when you go to pick it up, you have to pay those people too.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it has to do with taxes, man. The import taxes, because some of the import taxes are 30%. If you think about it, $1,000 a phone, 30% comes down to damn near $400.
Bro, it's so.
So that's your price.
I don't know if I brought this up, but it's so crazy that we get taxed so much on all types of fucking levels. We get taxed on the fucking roads that we build on the tolls, right?
Yeah.
We get taxed on keeping the cars that we buy.
Correct.
We get taxed every year. We get taxed on what we buy.
Mm-hmm. You get taxed on everything.
Bro, it's crazy.
Absolutely
And we
everything,
had
man.
this fucking war for 2% tax
Mm-hmm.
because no representation.
Mm-hmm.
The fuck's going on
Yeah.
right now?
And the United States is arguably the country that you pay least taxes out of the world. The rest of the world pays more. Like I think Norway is close to 60 fucking percent. If you're in the upper limits, you're paying close to 60%.
But a lot of the people there aren't complaining.
They're
I
not.
did see I think it was Norway that Speed got fucked up, broke his like messed up his ankle and everything. They like bombed his car, like not bombed, but like stormed his car, and it's like big crowd like rioting around him, and they fucked him up.
Those guys know how to party.
Who?
They fucked him up.
The Norwegians.
Norwegians are a very interesting society. Norwegians, when they first discovered oil, they thought like the amount of oil they discovered is going to be able to buy them a pair of shoes to each person that lives in Norway. Right now, each person in Norway is worth $250,000 because it's the largest publicly owned endowment plan in the world. That's how much oil they have. And they just, smaller
I was gonna
population.
say a lot of the people there, they don't really complain.
They don't because the way they have it set up. Well, number
I mean,
one,
the only thing they might complain about might be the cold.
yeah, well, you kind of have to
It's
think.
fucking freezing.
Yeah, I kind of have to think about it's what kind of people, closer to the equator you get, the more blood is boiling. You know what I mean?
Okay.
The further away you get from the equator, the colder weather's people a little more calm. And on top of that, you have smaller population.
Do you think do you think that those guys don't get as big of a penis because their blood flow is not enough because it's cold as shit?
I don't think penis size has anything to do with blood flow or I don't think it has anything to do with any of it. There's no.
I mean, you got
I'm not.
you got two
surprised by
types of
this
people,
question.
right? You got the people who got meat and those people who are blood. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Africans got the meat, right? They got the fucking
That's not true.
meat. And
That's
then you
not
got
true.
people that you got the grower or a shower type of deal.
well, yes, but that's not true.
Come on.
There's
bro.
there's no
You're
correlation.
not gonna say shit to Mutombo when he's walking around with a third.
There's
leg.
no correlation, and you can look this up.
What?
There's no correlation between your skin tone and your penis size, between your feet and your penis size, between your
Have you
hands and
looked
penis
at the
size.
Congo? The average penis size in the Congo, bro?
Look it up.
Oh, I've already done this research.
Do it. Look it up.
Average penis size in the world.
Throughout the countries, like, because that's gonna give you one
Yeah.
number. For the
Colombia is right up there. Ethiopia is another country that's up there. That's your average penis size, 5.2 inches. But that includes all the Asian countries that have smaller. But yeah, Asian countries tend to be smaller. Yes,
And then
but,
the
like-
African countries tend to be bigger, no?
not necessarily.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
like you can look up.
Let me see this chart.
Not it doesn't
All
doesn't
right.
correlate. Ecuador.
Damn,
Look, South
Ecuador's
America.
slinging dick.
Cameroon is in Africa. Bolivia, South America. Sudan is in Africa. Haiti, Caribbean. Senegal, Africa. Gambia,
Have you
Africa.
been to Haiti?
Cuba.
I ain't gonna lie, Cuba's up there.
Haiti, that is just another.
Yeah, but-
all black people. They're not
Okay,
just-
wait,
they're
wait.
all from
Okay,
Africa. dog.
look, Ecuador, Cameroon, Bolivia. Cuba, Netherlands. Netherlands is right up there.
Haiti, black. Senegal, black. Gambia, black. Cubans from Africa, black.
Oh, shut up. Zambia,
Netherlands, they're white, but
Yep.
those guys are giants. They're fucking Vikings.
Netherlands, no,
No?
no.
I thought that those guys were like
No.
6'1" white boys.
No, you're talking about Norway and Sweden. Those guys are. Netherlands, no.
No?
Netherlands is in the middle of Europe.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah. France.
France, they got a lot of
Skipped
black
over
people.
Zambia, huh? It's real easy to skip over that one, huh, Jay?
Zambia,
Mhm.
France,
No,
Angola,
no.
black.
No. Wait. Now I want you to see the difference. Look, the Ecuador, that's technically the biggest, right? 6.93. So say 7.
Still on the spectrum.
Hmm?
They're still on the spectrum.
What are you talking
Darker
about?
skin tone.
Who? Ecuador?
Yeah.
Ecuador is more like indigenous people than anything.
That's what I'm saying. Still on the spectrum.
Yeah, but it has nothing to do with
You
Africa.
said skin tone doesn't have any correlation to penis size, and we
No,
look
it
at a
does not.
lot of
No, it does not. What has
Look at that, a lot
correlation?
there's
Countries that
there's a lot
have
of-
darker skin
there's,
tones.
there's a lot of shades of gray here.
What has
right?
correlation with it?
Coloration?
Correlation with it is the weight of a guy, number one, and number two, the size of the ass of the woman in a country.
Wait,
That's
what?
literally what it is.
Wait, what the? Wait, whoa. You switched it up on me. You threw me a curveball. What the fuck? Whoa, what are we talking
Size
about?
of the ass
Okay, what
and
about
weight
it?
of the
I thought we were
guy.
talking about penis here.
That's correct. Because look at it. Like you look at elephants, you look at horses, you look at fucking hippos. They got gigantic dicks.
Okay.
Why? Because they have to reach through that big ass of the female hippo.
So what? So are you saying that black women don't have big asses?
I'm saying
on
the
average?
opposite. African women usually tend to have rounder asses,
True, because
which tends to need a guy with a bigger penis to reach.
so we
Evolutionary
are
adaptation.
So we are agreeing that colorization.
No, we're not, because we still-
results in a bigger penis.
No,
size.
because you have Ecuador, bigger ass, and that's not Africa.
That
you have
is not
Cameroon.
Africa, but it's still
Yeah,
in the
Cameroon is
spectrum
the
of
next.
shades.
Like if you pull up people,
We're gonna keep going back and forth here. Let's move
no,
on.
if you pull up
baby.
people of Cameroon,
Let's
it's a little
move
bit
on.
different. They're skinnier guys.
All right.
I'm just telling you, there's no correlation.
What are we talking about? Oh, we haven't gone over the Apple stuff. So the Apple stuff, they've got some new features coming out.
Yes.
So now I went to dick sizes
I would like to know.
from the iPhone. I don't get how that happened.
I don't know either.
All right, so iPhone. So they're gonna be coming out with iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max. What number do you guys? They're like, what number are
Currently?
they gonna go to?
Oh, I don't know. They just keep going.
Fucking
I mean,
36, baby.
Samsung, what, 22, 24, 25? I don't know, whatever.
Sheesh. All right. The flagship iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max are set to offer big upgrades over last year's models.
I doubt that, but, you know, they always say big, but then it comes out and it's like,
Like 2 features.
yeah.
The expected highlight list: larger displays than ever. Oh, we're going bigger.
Yeah, by fucking 0.2 inches.
Are they getting darker too? At 6.3 inches for the Pro model and 6.9 inches on the Pro Max, up from last year's 6.1 and 6.7. So 0.2 inches bigger.
Mm. Which is basically
a
nothing.
It's a big difference.
How?
Come on,
0.2 inches, bro?
0.2 inches. That's a big difference if you start adding averages.
It's the
A dedicated hardware button for controlling the camera. Camera upgrades that include a better ultra-wide camera, improved low-light performance, and a 5-time optical zoom. A 18 Pro chip built for AI thanks to its supercharged neural engine. I think I have an idea as to what might be coming up next in technology. And that's going to be colorized night vision photos.
I think the next big thing in technology is gonna be humans merging with computers. Like the Neuralink shit. That's the next big
That's
thing.
quite a while till that's commercially available.
I don't think so, man. I think it's gonna be pretty close now. We're maybe 5 to 10 years away from that.
Yeah, but not everybody's going to need that shit.
Huh?
Not everybody's going to need that.
You will once
No.
the fucking other person is outperforming you.
I don't think people are gonna take the risk of going under. Not as many people. There's
Well,
still
no.
people that will.
Yeah,
There's not gonna be as many people.
not everybody jumped
How
on
much is
social
this
media,
gonna
right?
cost? That's the whole thing.
What?
The Neuralink, and what would it? What
You're
would it
probably
have?
looking at millions of dollars just to the surgery alone.
So the way Neuralink works is this guy had to go through classes and then computer had to read his eye movements and things
That's
like
not
that.
gonna be covered under Medicare or Medicaid.
I don't think it has to do with eye movement though, because he said he doesn't track its eyes. It does what he wants it to do.
Correct, because the machine had to learn, because he went through training. I read the whole article about how they did it. They tell him stare at this point. When he stares at that point, computer takes data. Stare at this other point, takes data. This is like an excruciating training of like months and months and months, and then computer aggregated that data, and then once it aggregated that data, now it can predict where he's looking at.
All right. There's a. We keep deviating from the fucking iPhone, but fuck it. There's this guy that I saw that fishes from his bass boat. He does tournament fishing, and he doesn't have legs. He doesn't have arms really. He just has like a nub. And this motherfucker he goes hard. He casts that.
nuts.
He casts that shit. He sets the bail on that shit. He reels it in. It's crazy, dude.
But he can't. He can't use a bait caster, huh?
He'll cast a rod with his mouth.
A bait caster?
Bro, let me look this guy up. This guy's crazy.
I mean, there was a MMA fighter that had no legs.
Bro, a zombie crawling around the cage.
No, there's this black guy that had no legs, and he was an MMA fighter.
With no legs or arms. Clay Dyer. Oh, yeah.
Oh, that's a bait caster he got in his hands right there.
Oh, he uses his chin to
This dude goes hard, dude.
he uses his chin to stop the spinning.
Some old footage.
Around the age of 4 or 5, I started out
He's been fishing for a
and,
while,
I
huh?
always thought, well, it's pretty cool to be able to be out in the outdoors all the time and be able to hunt and fish and this kind of physical build.
Let's get
But
to
I
the
really
part
felt like
that we all really
maybe
want to
fishing
see.
was something I could take to a national level and be able to be a professional angler.
Oh yeah.
And after watching a lot of these guys on television
hit
and
the-
watching
hit
how
the
they
chin,
do it, I
yeah.
thought, I can
Here's
do
the
that.
clutch
I
of
can,
the
I can
chin.
take it to that level.
Bro, he has a better
I
cast
knew
than
I knew I
us.
had everything it took
I
to
didn't
get
even
me
know how
there.
to use a bait
I knew I had
caster.
a heart and a mind and a soul.
But
and
like,
that was-
bro,
those
if
were
he
the
has to
regional
get
ranks.
a fish,
And
like,
as I was in my
no
teenage
way he's
years,
holding
and
on
then
with his
after I
chin
graduated
like a
high
big
school in
fish.
1996,
How many rods he lost?
I actually-
That shit's gotta hurt.
And,
The hook on your
to
Oh,
figure
right
out
there.
how to do
You were
it,
asking how does he do
I
his
actually
nuts?
used to
Right
take
there.
them and bounce them on my hand and try to run the line through the hook eyes, or I'd lay them on the floor and try to run the line through the hook
Bro's
eyes.
tying a
And I
knot.
realized real quick like I was getting nowhere in a hurry
With his
because it was
mouth.
taking forever to do it. And I thought there's got to be a better way to do
His
this.
wife
I
is
started trying
really
to
happy,
bounce the lure
tell
on
you
my
that.
hand, put the line in my mouth, and just doing what felt comfortable. And as I kept eliminating, through trial and error, and doing what felt comfortable, I to guide it through the hook eyelet.
Oh,
and
he
actually
has like
take it
a
and looping it,
undeveloped, fully
an
undeveloped arm, so
overhand
he's got
knot,
that
and
little
taking the
knob
bait and putting
thingy
it
right
through the
there
loop
that
and
he
pull it,
uses as
pull
well.
it down tight. And
He'll
take the
finger-
line, wrap it around my
fucking
hand,
finger
pull it
blast
down
the fuck
tight.
out his
And
girl.
Just about every time it gets ugly.
Just
We've
puts the
all
whole
been
love
there.
in
Just
there
about
and
every
starts
time.
doing 360.
But yeah, dude, it's fucking amazing what people can do.
Yeah.
All right, what's the
Um,
next?
Let's see.
16 and 16 plus.
AirPod 4.
Yeah, I'm wondering what that's gonna be like.
Apple's planning to launch not one but two separate tiers of AirPod 4 models. These two models will provide a lower price version and a more premium option, with both the AirPods 2 and 3 expected to be removed from Apple's lineup. Both AirPod 4 models will feature USB-C charging and cases and an updated stem design that looks like a blend between AirPod Pros and AirPod 3s. Noise cancellation is said to be exclusive to the higher end models, as well as Find My support.
I think noise cancellation is pretty darn good on AirPods, AirPod Pros.
Dude, I've been listening to one set of pods for like the last 3 years, and I think I'm starting to go deaf on one ear.
Way too
I've
loud.
been-
Just
I've
you
been
listen to
using-
one ear only.
Yeah, because I lost one of them, and I just don't feel like going to buy another pair.
Oh,
It's not like they're stupid expensive. I just don't want to.
well, I mean, you can get them in Costco usually. Costco will have like badass sales usually. You'll get them for like under $180 usually.
I mean, no, you can get them on sale all the time for 150.
There you go. The
It'd be kind
the
of nice
Pros
to
Pro
have
Max,
those.
the Pros. There you go.
I work
Even
at
better.
I edit with the Beat Studios, but it would be kind of nice to have that option of having the AirPods. I mean, everything else is Max. So.
I found that the AirPod Pros, the most use I get out of them is when I'm in an airplane.
Shit,
That's
if
the
I was
most use I
editing,
get
I'd
out.
just use these.
Yeah,
Yeah, you could use those as well. It'd work
I would
good.
just use
Any of
those.
these.
yeah,
AirPod Max 2.
yeah.
What do you guys think about the design of these?
I just hate how heavy the headset is.
It is pretty heavy. I mean, It's a very good casing though. It's
Yeah, no, for sure.
definitely
It's
Well, the
all
magnet,
designed, it's
the
built,
case,
it's
yeah.
built
they
very
tried
well.
to make it very lightweight with the top mesh as well.
I've tried them on a bunch of times.
They're just too expensive.
Yeah,
they're
I
not
think
worth
they're-
it.
I think they're too expensive.
Too expensive. The Apple Watch Series 10. Holy crap! I left Best Buy and it was what, 7? Yeah, they're already out here with the 10s.
Yeah. And then
Apple is going big with the new Apple Watch Series 10 with the two standard sizes both being increased. The smaller watch will be about the size of the current larger model, while the
Sheesh.
larger option grows to match the ultra screen size. The device case is also
Wow.
slimming down, and it will also boast a more powerful chip that could also lay the groundwork for Apple Intelligence in the future. Health sensors for detecting hypertension and sleep apnea are also possibilities. Apple Watch Ultra 3.
is it getting bigger?
Apple Watch Ultra has proven a hit for the company with annual updates offered since its 2022 debut. Not much is known about this year's Apple Watch Ultra 3. It is certain to at least match the new capabilities of the Series 10 models, including a faster chip that's better equipped for AI and possibly new health sensors. One selling point that would win us over is a space black titanium option. And a new MacBook, M4 MacBook. So they've really run with a M4 or M1 chip design.
Go down, go down. Let's do the iPad Mini. Okay, so they are bringing this back, huh? Because for a while they were just kind of giving up on minis.
I mean,
No, they've
it's
always
not
had
that
it.
we're giving up on it. It's
they
just that
wouldn't
they
update
released
them.
them at different point in
Yeah.
times, and iPad Minis weren't really their big selling
Mhm.
point. A lot of the time, people that were looking for something that small and portable were looking for something like a Kindle for reading, and they couldn't justify the price point.
Yeah.
It was more expensive than a traditional iPad, smaller screen size, just a slightly better chip.
Yeah. iPad 11 Gen.
So the new iPad 11th Gen.
I'm so happy they finally got rid of the button design. That was there even when we were working at Best Buy, bro. That button
Yep.
design.
On the base
What
models.
do you mean button?
The button. They still had the button
The
on the
home
base
button.
model.
Oh, in the middle.
Yeah. When I was working there.
Maybe M4 Mac Mini and iMac. Both the Mac Mini and the iMac are rumored to gain the M4 chip either late 2024 or early 2025. Our bet. We'll see a new Mac alongside the new MacBook Pro in 2024, and the iMac will get its update in early 2025 alongside the new MacBook Airs. Wildcards, Apple TV 4K, HomePod and display, and more.
See, I thought we were maybe gonna see some other piece of wearable technology besides
Like
just
a
the
ring
watch,
or something like that.
watch or some. Ring or some other kind of bracelet or something.
Well, they have the patent for it. I've seen the patent for
The Oculus Rift ripoff, that didn't go so well. It's too expensive.
it. Yeah,
It's
$4,000,
so
bro.
expensive, yeah,
It's not attainable.
yeah.
All right.
Very cool device though.
Yeah,
Very cool. Have you used it?
No.
it's
I've
pretty
never-
cool.
Very,
bro.
very
It's
cool.
pretty legit.
Yeah. What's his name
I-
has one.
It can justify $4,000 though for it. You know what I mean? But it's pretty cool.
The M chips are also fucking amazing. I got a Mac Mini for work, and those things are fucking badass.
They're workhorses.
Yeah, they're cheap and they work
Yeah.
good. Let's talk a little bit about watches.
All right, cool. So Citizen came out with these new
Chronograph.
chronographs,
I like it.
and their integrated
Awesome.
bracelet. It kind of looks cool, you know. I think it's a pretty good option for a cheaper watch, right?
Citizen has been on an absolute tear of late, leaning hard into the integrated bracelet sports watch market with the Ciosa collection, and most recently the new Series 8 and Forza collections. The Forza collection includes two time and date models, one automatic, one eco drive, and a new eco drive chronograph, all in Citizen Super Titanium and featuring an array of eye-catching dials. We had an opportunity to go hands on with the new Forza Chronos to see if they're as nice on the wrist as they look on the page.
So these are Eco Drive, right? Which means these are like probably solar.
Yeah.
And which one was automatic, you said?
The Series 8 is automatic. I know that, the new one. That's a very nice
All
watch.
all in Citizen Super Titanium and featuring eye-catching dials.
The
The
Forza,
Forza
collection.
collection.
Forza collection.
The fact that the Forza Chrono is crafted from super titanium will be no surprise for anyone who's followed the brand. Citizens pioneered the use of titanium in watchmaking, starting with X8 chronometer back in 1970.
That's
and
cool.
It hasn't left off the gas since. The key with super titanium is that you not only get the lightweight option, the lightweight corrosion resistance hypoallergenic properties for which titanium is known, but you also get a scratch resistant surface hardening treatment that keeps the titanium looking fresh and clean, ameliorating one of the criticisms sometimes levied at the material. It's sleek.
It's pretty skinny too.
Yeah, it's pretty sleek. I don't know if I like that much space on the watch like that. Kind of looks a little weird. But
Well, if you look from the top, you know,
yeah,
you're not
if
gonna
you
look at it from the
top,
bottom.
it doesn't look like that. Titanium was a solid choice, especially for the Forza Chrono, as it measures in at a not insubstantial 42.5
big.
millimeters in diameter. Yeah. Were this a mechanical chronograph, that diameter would make for a hefty watch.
It's
Indeed,
not unwearable though.
Yeah, no.
42 is not unwearable. Like anything above that though, unwearable.
Mm.
Anything above that is unwearable. 42.
Well,
42 and a half.
wait. Unless you're Cuban community likes their watches bigger.
representing. But with a mix of titanium and lightweight eco-drive quartz movement powering the Forza Chrono, you get a relatively large chronograph that manages to wear quite comfortably on the wrist. While part of the wearing experience comes from the case shape with its short lugs, the most important aspect is how the watch itself integrates with the bracelets. With an aggressive taper and a single link design, the Forza collection is a great example of exactly why integrated bracelet watches will never fully go out of style. By designing a watch without the constraint of needing to fit aftermarket straps, Citizen was able to focus solely on the ergonomics and aesthetic of a single bracelet-based design. The look of the single link bracelet won't be for everyone, but it reminds me a bit of a stripped down and angular Moser streamliner bracelet, and that's not a bad thing, as that is one of the most visually and physically sumptuous bracelets on the market. The bracelet is finished off with a simple fold-over push-button clasp. Nothing fancy as expected at this price point, but it works.
Let's be honest, bro. They're fucking using these fancy words instead of just using fucking. They're just trying to copy a Royal Oak. That's really the base.
No, this isn't copying a Royal Oak.
Come on, man. Look at the angles. Integration
I can
bracelet.
see the angle part that you're trying to see.
No,
It's like they're trying to make it their own, though. It still
Yeah.
I
has a
don't see-
circular
I don't-
dial
yeah,
on
it's
top,
just
and that's
antique.
probably what's like pushing me away from it.
I don't know. Look at their new Series 8. I think it's a Series 8 titanium automatic.
Citizen?
Yeah. No, go back. I think it was the one right next to that one.
That's the ripoff right there, Jay.
That one is more of a ripoff of Patek Philippe.
Yeah, I'm gonna find it.
That if you click on it, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, I saw.
That's more of a ripoff of Patek Philippe. You see how those sides kind of protrude a little bit more? That's more Patek Philippe-esque.
But you can see that they're trying to keep up with that trend.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And it doesn't look bad either. I'd rock this.
No. It's a good looking watch. I don't know if it's $1,400, but it's still a good looking watch. I mean,
Which
they
one
could
is
have
this
done
one?
a better job with that Photoshop though.
Yes.
Oh yeah, that one's bad. You can
Oh,
move this
you get
motherfucker.
to move it
That's why.
around to see where it sits better.
That doesn't look good.
I
At
just
all.
posted one in general. This is the one I was talking about. It's actually part of the other line. It's in general chat. It's part of the Forza line. This one, automatic titanium. This one I like a lot. It's got a cool textured dial.
Yeah, the dial's cool.
You telling me this doesn't look like a Royal Oak?
I mean, it has an integrated bracelet, if that's what you're trying to say.
No, the angles. Look at the angles.
Nah, not even close.
What do you mean?
Not
An
this
ac-
one.
An actual Royal Oak? No.
Well, no, obviously they're not gonna copy it completely from a Royal Oak.
No, it's completely different. Different bracelet.
Different texture.
The bracelet, the difference in the bracelet. What's the difference in the
It's
bracelet?
not a
The
square.
clasps where it connects.
No, the bracelet's completely different. You don't see a Royal Oak bracelet, dog?
Well, no, it's not gonna be exactly the same. I
It's
agree. with
nowhere
you.
But
near
it's
similar.
It's completely different. There's like two clasps here.
Yeah, it's a completely different style bracelet, dog.
This one's one line.
Just because they're
like
both
this.
integrated doesn't mean
Go to
it's-
Omega Speedmaster.
Okay, what are we looking at? This one?
No, that's a Royal Oak.
That's a Royal Oak.
What about in a Speedmaster?
The bracelet, no.
No, not
It's
even
closer
close.
to me. It's closer to Royal Oak.
It's neither.
Well, obviously it's not going to be exactly the same, right? But
It's
where does
not
he get
even
his
similar.
inspiration from?
It's not even similar, Jay.
What do you mean? It is. To me, it is similar. To
So
me,
you're
it's
telling
similar.
me that bracelet link
Mhm.
go to a Royal Oak.
The links are not the same. I agree with you.
That's the bracelet.
Yeah, but the shape of the bracelet, the way it's connected to the body, the way he has
It's
the
not
angle.
even. It's not even connected the same. This one has two different notches that come in. The whole bracelet's completely different.
If you don't see the similarity in it, what can I say? I see the similarity.
I think you're like showing how much you're like
other
not
one-
showing you're a watch guy right now. Goddamn, Jay.
This one right here.
I don't believe you.
This one right here looks a lot more like the Royal Oak. But that's
Yeah,
just-
with like the octagonal.
That one to me looks
octagons,
more like
like,
a no. That one to me
you were
looks more
blind.
like a Patek Philippe.
But
If you click on that, now go
That
to Patek
doesn't. You're
Philippe.
saying that looks more like a Patek Philippe.
Correct. No, right there, Nautilus. Yep.
no.
You're blind, Jay.
You don't see the little ears.
You're blind, Jay.
You don't see the little
Look,
ears.
I
You're
see-
blind.
I
That
see
literally
this.
looks like an offshore.
I see this right here. Other than that, I don't see anything else.
That literally looks like an offshore.
You don't see the bracelet.
It looks like an AP. Right, Mick? It looks like an offshore. Look up an AP offshore, so you can see the more bulky version of an AP. AP offshore, just like that. It's a Royal
Royal
Oak
Oak?
shop. Yeah, it's a Royal Oak offshore. It's the version. Bulky, you know. It's literally an offshore.
But what is an offshore? Is that not Royal Oak?
Yes,
Okay, so
but you were saying it looked like a Nautilus, and I'm saying you're blind.
no. Go back to Nautilus again. If you're gonna go that deep into like the links and everything, go back to Nautilus.
Omega?
No. Patek Philippe.
Oh. I'm fucking confusing this shit.
Right there. Look at the bracelet.
Okay,
Go
the
back to the
bracelet
citizen.
is similar. The actual
the
watch,
what?
no.
It damn near exactly the same on a bracelet. Damn near exactly the same bracelet. They made the things a little bit bigger, but it's the same exact
Go to
bracelet.
that citizen.
Yo, what up, fo?
Go to that citizen. Okay.
Bro.
Ah, this shit's hilarious.
Yeah. There you go. Go back to Nautilus now.
Yeah, the bracelet's similar.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn near exactly the same. That middle part, the way they're connected,
Sure, I'll
the
give
way
you-
it's
I'll
connected
give-
to the
I'll give you-
body,
I'll give
the
you
way
the-
those ears
I'll
are
give
there.
you the
I'll give you
bracelet
the
on that
bracelet
one.
and the ears. Everything else is different. Everything else is
I
different.
don't believe it.
The
I don't believe
dial,
it, bro.
Blind.
the
I
dial,
don't
the
believe it.
dial is round. The hands, like the hour markers, are different.
Well, no, obviously they have to make that different.
This is different. The texture.
No, I
the
get that.
texture is
I
different.
get that.
Completely different watch is what
I
it
get
is.
that. I get that it's a different watch. I get that. But to me, they're drawing inspiration from that watch. And they're combining that octagon with a Royal Oak. They're mixing two watches together.
Sure, but
For
that
the body.
that creates a whole entire new blend.
And I agree with you.
I think, like I said, they're really just trying to keep up with the current trends.
I agree with you.
Yep. Let me open this up real quick. Forgot to open this up earlier.
And yeah, so that anyway, but either way, that's a pretty good proposition. I like the watches. You know, I do like the watches. But this one, to me, this is cool looking. Would I own one?
I
No,
think
it's
we
cool
actually looked
looking.
at this, no?
It looks like a firefighter would rock this shit.
Apparently, they're saying this is like the best diving watch you can get.
Singer Reimagine had quite a surprise in store for us with the introduction of the Dive Track chronograph. It's not a typical dive watch and even goes beyond the dive watches we already find unusual. Okay, the blank pane 50 fathoms, X fathoms might be an exception to a certain extent. The Dive Track offers a dial that is all about diving. If you want to read the time, you'll have to look somewhere else. Singer Reimagined Dive Track. After running Fratello for exactly 20 years this month, I must admit that it is not always easy to feel excited about every watch release. It's not that we see that many bad watches, but there are often no real surprises anymore. The surprise doesn't have to be a big thing. It can be a small detail, a color, a specific movement, you name it. But it's often that one element that makes you look twice or lose your breath for a second. Earlier this year, on my way to the Patek Philippe Craftsmanship exhibition in Geneva, I stopped at one of the hotels because my colleagues told me I should check out the new Singer Reimagined watch. I contacted the brand to ask if that would be convenient, and after a positive response, I set the course to the famous Beau Rivage Hotel, which offers a view of the Jet Fountain in Lake Geneva. Singer was exhibiting its watches in one of the beautiful suites. Among them was this new dive watch that some members of the Fratello team had been raving about.
All right, that's pretty cool.
It looks pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. It looks like it's a
But-
GMT dive watch
It's got
With,
the
like,
GMT
with-
markers for sure.
with like decompression valve and everything.
Looks crazy.
It is pretty crazy. And it doesn't look like crazy big at the same time.
But how do you look at the minutes? There's no fucking minutes.
Hour marker, minute marker.
Or that's the hours. That's
Or-
not a dot. That's like probably inside is the hours, outside is the minute. I don't fucking know.
This right here is the question to me. I don't know what that orange one is.
I don't know if that's minutes and the inside is the hours,
But then
or
again,
that's the GMT.
But then again, you also have this right here,
Yeah,
which could be the one for the inside.
It looks like the GMT spins as well, so maybe that moves and so. I don't know.
Confusing ass watch.
I don't
it
know.
would make sense to me if the inside was the hours, because 24 hours, and then the outside was just minutes. But then you have the markers for hours in a big area.
And it's
So
a
I don't know.
chronograph, so clearly that little hand is the chronograph hand.
Yeah.
Interesting. Maybe you can set a button that when you're not diving, this is used for something else.
Maybe that is the thing. You may be right, Miggy. So like maybe
Well, no, that's the release valve.
you know what it may be, the orange hand. The orange hand might have a dual function of like a minute and
Hour?
chronograph hand. No,
But chronograph, what would you chronographing? Because it looks like the bezel spins.
yeah, but it's a chronograph though. That's why it has that button.
But that button could be just a helium escape valve.
No, because that's the helium escape valve on the left. This button under here. Is
So
for the
why is it
chronograph.
protected?
Because they do that on a lot. I've seen that before on a lot of dive watches where they they put a little cover on the chronograph thing. I actually saw a video the other day of a guy doing it where he flipped a little switch up, pressed it, and the chronograph activated.
Interesting. Let's keep reading, see if we find out a little bit more about it. Simply for the appreciation of beautiful watches. Now, before I get to the watch, yes, I get that it is too big to be comfortable for everyday wear, too expensive for a dive watch, not a replacement for a dive computer, and did I mention the price? But it's not about those things, at least not to me. Without wanting to own one, I can also appreciate a Ferrari, Testarossa, Lamborghini Contact 5000S, or
Countach.
perhaps more fittingly, a Singer Porsche 911. These watches and cars are just for the sake of appreciation. If you're fortunate enough to buy one of them, more power to you. What do you
It's
guys think of
definitely a
the
pretty
band?
cool looking watch.
Just traditional. Velcro. It's thick and I love it. All right.
See, that thing spins. Oh shit! Look, there's got hours in there too. See, there's a marker there.
There's a marker under the fucking markers.
Mm-hmm.
So that's got to be the hours.
Marco Borrachini created the watch concept and design. When he and his team showed me the watch, and better yet, let me try it on, it surprised me like no other watch and watches in Wonders 2024.
Goddamn.
The 49 millimeter
millimeters.
diameter and especially the 19.67 millimeter thickness are not for the faint of heart, but if I had unlimited funds, I would have made the black credit card smoke like never before. The Singer dive track looks incredibly good on the wrist, but crucially, it also feels great. Grade 5 titanium keeps it light, and the textile Velcro strap gives it a tactile look. So if you have the wrist for it, you'll get away with it. It somehow reminds me of the vintage Seiko Grandfather Tuna 6159-7010 from 1975. The red ceramic coated aluminum pusher protector gives me a bit of a 1970s Seamaster
Pressure.
600
What did you say?
Profile
That's the pressure valve, right? Pressure protector.
ceramic coated aluminum pusher protector.
Pusher protector, not pressure.
Gives me a bit of a 1970 Seamaster 600 Ploprof vibe as well. This is something different. Well, there are some 1960s and 70s undertones. This is an incredibly modern dive watch. it tells time too. A partially skeletonized titanium case and stainless steel bezel hold 3 sapphire crystals in place on the front, back, and side. The last one allows the wearer to read the time on a rotating hour disc on the dial. We only find information related to diving, but not limited to the time you dive.
What? Read that sentence again.
The last one allows the
Now,
wearer.
partial skeletonized titanium case and a stainless steel bezel hold 3 sapphire crystals in place on the front, the back, and the side. Okay, front, back, and side. And that's how you read the time. See that little
Front, back, and side.
protective
So,
pusher.
I want
What
to
is
see
that?
the bottom.
It's got more buttons on
Oh
it.
shit! It's got a whole. Oh no, that's okay. So it has a loom.
Yeah, it's gonna have. Like,
Yeah. We'll go back. What is it
wow, the
protecting?
movement looks crazy.
What is it protecting? Go back.
What?
They'll give us at least
Okay.
understand what is protecting. Right there, protect your pusher.
Yeah, pusher. Anyway, to start measuring time on the dial, flip up the red pusher protector at the usual 2 o'clock position. This allows you to start and stop the chronograph. After starting it, slide the protector down and again at the normal 10 o'clock position. You'll find the reset pusher. This pusher only works when the chronograph has been stopped, which can happen by accident as long as the red protector is in place.
So that then the top is the reading of the fucking minutes of you left on a.
So it has an automatic helium escape valve.
Oh,
At
so
the
it's
typical
automatic
8
one.
o'clock position, which we completely missed on the last picture,
Yeah.
you'll find an automatic helium escape valve, as can also be found on dive watches like the Rolex Sea Dweller, Seamaster 1200M, Plot Prof, and several others. At 4 o'clock, there's the regular stainless steel crown for correcting the time displayed through the sapphire crystal at 6 o'clock below the unidirectional bezel. This peripheral time indicator has markings for quarter, half, and full hours.
Hmm.
Singer added enough super luminova. Super luminova. That's cool. Cool design there. To all the hands, 5-minute markers, and the bezel scale to almost light up a room. Mechanical
The movement
marvel.
looks sick.
Dude,
Scroll down
that-
even more. You can see it there.
That thing is fucking.
No, scroll down. It's right. There's a better picture right under it.
It's got a lot of parts, that's for sure.
I mean, shit, it does a lot of stuff.
I see a lot of pink.
You know what's funny, Jay? I was almost sure that this thing was gonna be quartz.
What? Why do all these watches use these like pink and purple things?
Those are jewels. So that is actually a way for them to basically create less friction, because they're not going to put metal on metal for moving parts, right? It's such a small thing that it basically, the jewels work as a bearing.
I think they're lab grown rubies.
Not rubies, bro.
I don't know what they are, but they're right up there.
They're
Look it up.
just they're these basically, like, I've seen them inject them into the watches and everything.
You know, look up what they are.
Hold on, it's telling me here. As with many watches, part of the magic is on the backside of the Singer dive track chronograph. There, through a sapphire crystal, we are treated with a beautiful view of the Graph 24-hour automatic chronograph movement. This caliber compromises 479 components,
That's a lot.
including 56 jewels. Ticks at 21,600 volts. What the fuck is
Vibrations
this?
per hour.
VPH? That's rotations per hour?
Vibrations.
Vibrations.
I think it's vibrations per hour.
Vibrations per hour, and offers a power reserve of 72 hours. It's a variation of the chronograph movement used in the Singer Track 1.
Okay, a synthetic ruby or sapphire?
Yeah.
But it
Lab-grown
offers a
rubies or
different
sapphires.
layout, of course, and an increased power reserve up from 55 hours. The architecture of the movement is nothing short of stunning. Some thoughts? No, it's
85,000.
Goddamn dollars for
That's
a
why he was
Singer?
talking about. That's why he was talking about. Yo, if you have the money.
Yeah, no, at $85,000, I'm buying a Patek
I mean,
Philippe, I'm sorry.
that's Swiss francs. How many dollars is that?
90. I think it's like 1-1 or something like that.
95,000.
95,000.
Yeah, at $100,000, you're buying a gold Patek Philippe, bro. I'm sorry.
It's a lot of money. A lot of money.
For a titanium watch, yes, it is.
The dive track is an impressive piece of engineering in the style of all other Singer reimagined watches. The folks at Singer certainly achieved their goal of developing a thoroughly modern dive watch based on the 1960s and 1970s design. It fits perfectly in the brand's lineup of special chronograph watches. Little specifications here: Singer dive track SR401, matte black with applied luminous 5-minute indexes, 60-minute scale, and central 24-hour counter. Grade 5 titanium, 316 stainless steel bezel with ceramized aluminum insert.
Let me ask you this. How much money do you think you would need to earn a year or have in order for you to buy this watch?
$85,000 under 95K to just buy it cash.
Not buy it cash, to even consider buying this watch.
Quarter.
How much money would I need to make a
a
year?
Half
A year.
How much money would I need to make a year to consider buying this watch?
Yeah.
half
Just
Me,
think.
like, no, you're saying like in my personal opinion,
Mhm.
because I think it's a cool watch. Like if I had that much, how much money would I need to have? Oh, I'd need to be one of these Saudi guys.
Yeah, that's okay. Okay.
No.
Go-
Like I would have to be able to throw my money away to spend $100,000 on a singer. I'd have to throw my money away.
yeah.
500,000.
No, fuck
No,
no.
fuck that.
You telling me you're gonna spend 1/5 of your income on a fucking singer? Hell no.
You can save that money.
No. I'm saying you. No, not that saying you can't do
no,
it,
no.
Miggy. Take it in your personal consideration. If you were actually making that amount of money, would you spend it? No.
$500,000 a year. Dude,
If you were making $500,000 a year,
Look,
and I actually presented you this
if
singer and
I
said,
were
"Here's
making-
100,000,"
If I were
would you buy
making,
it?
if I were making $200,000 a year, I literally would not have to worry about.
I get it.
shit.
No, that's not the question.
Meaning,
Listen.
I could save so much fucking money.
But that's not the point that
listen.
we're asking.
Mickey, so you're saying
You asked me how much money would you need to buy this watch?
Yeah,
to
but-
afford
No.
this watch.
How
All
much-
I need is $500,000 a year. If I make that much money, I can afford the watch.
No, you can afford it. That's not the question. If you were making $500,000 in your personal opinion of the watch, and I presented it and you say, "Mickey, this is $100,000," would you say, "Yeah, I'd buy it. I want it."
Oh, would I buy this watch with that?
Exactly.
That's the whole point.
Would you buy
How
it?
much
It was
money
really
would
a
you
question
need to make
about
to buy
you
it?
buying.
Like a taste question.
Exactly.
Yes.
I said I would need to be a Saudi
Just
motherfucker
ask
to
me-
say, fuck it, I'll buy it.
Not
Because I
only
think
the
it's
taste,
cool.
not only the taste. You have to understand that $500,000. You have other expenses such as a home,
It's just
car, other things,
the,
right?
The way I would look at it, it's very similar to you guys. It's just really a collectible item.
Exactly. So, you would need to make
being a
bum
collectible
fuck-
item,
you
how
need
much
make
money would you
bum
need to
fuck
make?
money.
Only if I was into like watch trading and collecting.
Well, no, you're not. Just you yourself
No,
right
if I'm
now.
not, if I'm right now, no.
No, but
Well, how much money would you need to make to say fuck it?
If I ever make $500,000 a year, I'll buy this watch.
Dude, in my opinion, I would be needing to make minimum 20 million a year for me to say fuck it, I want to buy that watch.
No, I'd say.
Because before me even buying that watch, there's so many other watches that I would want to own instead of going buying this. I would, as a matter of fact, I would need to make more than that. I'd probably need to make $100 million because if anything, I would want to buy that Patek Philippe Grand Chime before I would buy this.
I would have to have my reasons as to why I would want to buy this watch. I wouldn't just go out and buy it. I would have to like try and be like flexing on people who are
You ain't
diving
flexing
or some
on
shit.
no one. You're not flexing on no one. Maybe in the entire world, there's maybe, I don't know, 100,000 people that say, oh yeah, this is a good watch out of 8 billion or 7 billion, whatever. Only about 100,000 would say, yeah, you're flexing.
$100,000 watch. Some fucking dive guy is not gonna say, dude, that's a sick watch.
No, dive guy's gonna look at you and say, you're a retard. You should have bought a $300 watch computer.
I'd look at that motherfucker and be like, sorry, I can't hear you.
Yeah, you look at it. I would be able to tell you the time, but I don't know how to read it.
I can't hear you now.
No, I'm telling you,
Stupid
bro.
money.
Like, I would buy the Grand Chime, Patek Philippe Grand Chime, way before I would buy this one.
But then again, it's just like, again, that's just money, bro. It's like, what's the point?
What do you mean?
You can get $3,000.
So anytime you get to a
watch.
comfortable level and you start making more money, you just transfer that over to my bank account. If it's just money. Mm?
What I'm no, what do you mean?
Mm?
What do
It's
you
not
mean?
just money, bro. unfortunately, money what runs this world.
What I meant to say, so that you can understand, it's you can buy a $3,000 dive watch that's gonna do pretty much the exact same thing.
You could buy a fucking $30 one.
Yes.
Yeah, but if you're talking about premium, you can't compare a $30 dive watch to a $100,000 dive watch.
No, you can't.
The materials are gonna be completely different.
No, that's
You're gonna
true.
be going from wood to Stone Age.
That's true. Well, as a matter of fact, you go into Stone Age with this one, because the actual wood would be the new battery-driven watches.
I was about to say, yeah, that's actually that
Like you actually going back, yeah.
Yeah, because and in all reality, you can still for $100 go and buy yourself like a titanium automatic dive watch.
Forget $100, bro. For $50, you can buy a G-Shock, plastic G-Shock that will do a lot
No,
more
but I'm
shit
saying,
than
like,
this
you can
one.
buy
You could buy something for $100 that meets this standard: titanium,
Yeah,
automatic dive watch.
yeah.
you could buy a Toyota Corolla, or you could buy a GT3 RS.
I can tell you this
Right.
right now. When you have GT3 RS type of money, you usually will opt out to buy the GT3 RS and not the Corolla. I'm just telling you, that's how it works.
You said where you would opt out to buy
Opt in to buy.
the GT3
Correct.
RS.
Correct.
Yeah, because why not?
Correct.
It's gonna
Correct.
take you places.
So for me, that's the whole point. When would you say, why not? I'll buy this watch. What is that limit of money that you need to make to say, why not? I'll buy this watch, knowing that there are a lot more other watches that
$5 million.
hold better
Probably $10
value.
million.
I have to have a
Better
collection.
value, better
I'd
name
have
to
to
it.
have a dive watch collection, and this be like one of the fucking grails
But this is not a grail. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
for the fucking price it is.
What? The price doesn't make it a grail.
Well, and that's all an opinion.
Yeah,
Art is subjective.
I guess, but this is not a grail by any means.
It's
I mean,
not
yeah,
a grail.
it's a great
It's
looking
not
watch.
a grail to me, but I could sell that watch to somebody who thinks it's a grail for $200,000.
You probably won't. They probably can get their hands on it for
Give
about
me a
the
couple
same price.
years and keep it in a new box with all the certifications.
I don't see it. I don't
It's
see it.
already
I don't
108,000.
see it. It's an
Are they gonna
investment.
keep? Are they gonna keep making the same shit?
No.
In that case,
It doesn't matter, but somebody has to be a singer lover to get that.
exactly.
You don't
and
get
there's people.
hardcore watch.
There's
Hardcore, hardcore
people.
watch enthusiasts. They're not singer lovers.
People will
They're-
buy the stupidest shit out of emotion.
Well, no, I agree with you. I agree with you about this, but
Well, in the dive watch world, Singer is a big brand.
yeah, but I agree with you guys. But if somebody's gonna spend $200,000, do you think they're spending it on Singer or they're spending it on factory
Well,
Rolex,
Clearly,
factory
if-
Diamond out the Rolex, or factory
well,
Diamond out
clearly
AP?
someone's gonna pay $100,000 for
But-
it. So
Also, clearly somebody has enough money to just blow, right?
Well, that's
this
what
is-
that amount of money is. That's the question.
But again, this is not something they're probably gonna wear either, right? This
No.
is
Probably
just
not.
for really collection purposes.
Correct.
It's
100%.
all monetarily. It's
But that's what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna collect watches, there's so many other collectible watches that will retain the value, and then double the value within a couple of years, versus this watch at
Is it-
$100,000.
Is it, or is it a stock market?
What, the watches?
100%.
Well,
Because-
yeah,
Because they could develop a new technology that completely fucking wipes out the new technology.
well,
No,
no,
they
I,
don't know how watches
no,
are.
no. For example, like the Grandmaster chime of Patek Philippe,
Mm-hmm.
it's what's called a Giffen good. No matter what the world is doing, that watch is always gonna retain its price.
And
it
that's
will.
not true.
It will,
That's not true.
unless it will. I'm
That's
telling
not
you,
true.
it's a Giffen
Look,
good,
all right,
bro.
ready? Look at the watch market in the last 5 years. That
Yeah.
watch has fluctuated like crazy, just like every other watch.
Yeah, and it's going up only.
No.
Has it gone down? What's the price right now?
100% has gone down.
$50 million last sold in auction.
Okay. You look at watches right now are insane.
Last sold
right now. They're
Grandmaster
going
chime.
down.
Look up last sold Patek Philippe Grandmaster chime. And I think it was sold in Christie's.
Sold for $5.4 million.
No, there was one that sold for 50 or 30 or something like that. I'll go images.
Yeah. You see the great
No,
even
that one,
Sylvester
right there, that
Stallone
one.
started liquidating his shit, dog. And yeah, he sold all his watches, or he sold a big part of his watch collection. So does Michael Schumacher recently.
Well, Schumacher
Watches-
sold that to be able to afford the fucking
Watches
healthcare.
are going down
There
in
you go.
price like
Salesforce
crazy.
CHF $31 million in 19. Sotheby's, go back up. 2014, Sotheby's, $21 million. Go down. Sotheby's, 2014, $24 million.
Yeah, Sylvester Stallone sold June 13th. Sylvester Stallone's Patek Philippe Grandmaster Chime just sold for $5.4 million.
Okay.
Watches have gone down like crazy.
I don't
A
know.
lot of people had just lost some money on watches. I was watching some of these guys that do all the videos on Instagram and stuff, and they were going and talking about how, I just sold this watch, I took this loss on it. I sold this watch, I took this loss on it.
I understand that. It's just like
the market fluctuates.
Correct. If that fluctuates on Patek Philippe, you don't think that's gonna fluctuate on a Zinger? It's gonna fluctuate even more on a Zinger.
Well, no, yes and no.
What do you mean, Grant?
Because you have to look at it in the market in the sense, is that ever even being traded constantly?
Well, is Grandmaster Chime traded constantly? What are you talking about?
I'm sure there's a decent amount of them over the years because it's been so many years
How
that
many
Patek
Grandmaster
Philippe has produced them.
2007, since 2007, took them I think 7 years to develop. It took
Grandmaster Chime did not come out in 2007.
I think it's 2007.
No,
It took them
no.
7 years to develop.
No.
Look it up. $2014.
Grandmaster Chime unveiled the first unveiled.
It took them 7 years to develop. Yes, so they started in 7, finished in 14.
31 million. Goddamn.
That's what I'm trying to tell you, bro. There's not
why did Sylvester sell for $5 million just now?
I don't know, because he's been wearing that watch. These watches, people buy these watches. They don't fucking wear them. There's only like a handful of them in the entire world. You telling me that's gonna fucking sell less than a Zinger? Come on.
Which one was it again? Patek Grandmaster Chime.
Yeah.
Let's see here. He has a whole video on it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't feel like watching the video, but...
Like these go strictly to the auctions, Christie's, Sotheby's. Like you can't just walk in a store and get one.
I was passing this guy once on the street, and I was wearing a Rolex.
They attract me emotionally. It's not about keeping time. It's about keeping in step where you are in life. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't say. We'd have to watch the video, but that's 11 minutes long.
Yeah, that's his own thing. But I'm telling you, like, there's not enough of those Grandmasters.
I want to know why it sold for so little compared to other ones that have sold for so much more.
I mean, it's probably really used. That's probably the reason. Because he seems like a guy that would wear them. I mean, based on that quote that we just read.
Go to the auction thing right down, Houdinki. That's the watch there on the top. No, you know what's funny? Actually, I remember seeing this video. This watch was never touched.
Oh, wow.
It's still in the plastic from the original plastic from Patek Philippe. Look at it right there.
Silver 5.4 million.
Oh,
a healthy couple $1 million above its retail price.
Yeah.
At least a few people expressed consternation about Stallone selling the watch just 3 years after acquiring it, one of whom was Patek CEO Thierry Stern. Of course, we do not like it, but it can happen, he said to Watch Pro regarding Stallone's 6300G. I cannot control everybody. It is not fair for a client who may have been waiting for this piece for many years and then sees it being sold. No doubt it's frustrating for Stern and potential clients to see one of the mere
Oh, this is the
Grandmaster
basic
chimes
one.
that
That's
Patek
why.
makes
I know
every
why.
year fall into the hands of someone who sold it pretty quickly. Does selling a watch 2+ years after acquiring it means Stallone is forever marked with a scarlet letter F for flipper? Surely it must have, in the eyes of Patek. In that interview, Stern basically says that Stallone will never buy a new Patek again. But it's not like Stallone did anything wrong. He forked over a few $1 million to buy a watch, and it's his right to do whatever he wants with it, of course. Actions have consequences, and any kindergartner in a timeout can attest.
keep this open. Keep this window open. In a new window, look up Sotheby's Grandmaster Chime, $31 million. Look that one.
Sotheby's?
Yeah, Sotheby's.
How do you spell that?
Sotheby's.
Sotheby's.
I think
Yeah,
that's
sure.
it.
It sold for like 50,
Sotheby's.
30 million, whatever.
There we go. Sotheby's.
Uh-huh.
Grandmaster Chime, 31 million. I want you to see. I think I know the difference because this one is gonna be go to images. Images. Yeah. So.
What,
click on
it's
that.
platinum?
Nah, click on that very last one. No, go back.
That's the one. 31 million. Says it right there.
Is that the one?
Literally says
Go
31
go
million.
back. Go back. No. Yeah, right there. The pictures. Go back.
It's in the pictures.
No. The picture before the pictures you had the full collection of pictures before you clicked on that.
What?
Before you clicked on this, yeah, there. The very last one, the gold one. There you go. I was thinking about this one. Do you see how it's detailed? That's all hand done. And Stallone's was sold the regular one. This is the ones that are selling at millions and millions of dollars.
Well, I mean,
The
clearly,
ones that have that work on them.
well, clearly not. If there's one right there, that's
Yeah, the $31 million. Now, I don't know if that's the one exactly that sold at Sotheby's. Maybe it's just a stock photo that they used.
No. I mean, that photo's all over the place when he searched up $30 million Sotheby's watch. More than the one you're talking about.
All right.
In any
I
case,
think we're enough on watches at this point.
Huh? Yeah. In any case, I don't think that Singer can fucking touch this watch with 10-foot pole.
I don't know who was comparing Singer to this. Nobody was doing.
You
it,
guys
Jay.
are saying that it's such a great watch.
No, but no, you're way off, Jay.
So let's talk a little bit about the church. Sinful facts about Pope John the 12th, the party pope. It's hard to do justice to the story of the walking disaster that was Pope John XII. When even the historian most sympathetic to his life states, there cannot be a doubt that John XII is nothing but what a pope. Was anything but what a pope. What a line. The chief pastor of Christendom should have been, he must have messed up somewhere along the way.
Who wrote this shit?
Yeah, an adulterer, backstabber, and all-around terrible human being. John the 12th story is like a train wreck you can't take your eyes off of.
I needed to run this shit through ChatGPT before posting
His
this.
parentage is filled with scandal. Known as Octavian at birth, John was born to a man named Alberic II of Spoleto, self-proclaimed Prince of Rome, and a woman named, well, actually, we're not entirely sure who his mother was. Why is that, you ask? Well, it's kind of complicated. Future biographers aren't exactly kind to John, so the story of his birth has been twisted to make him seem extra evil, although the truth isn't exactly too far off. His mother is a mystery. The story goes that John's mom may have been one of the two people. She may have been an unnamed concubine of his dad's, which is already pretty darn scandalous. Others, however, say his mom was Alda of Vienne, a woman Alberic married for the sake of a political alliance. What's so bad about that? Well, in a creepy twist, Alda of Vienne was Alberic's stepsister. Either way, John's life had some shady beginnings, and things only get worse from here.
Well, I mean, wait. If it's a stepsister, is that creepy? It's a stepsister. It's not a biological sister. Well, I guess
If
it's
you
a
grow
stepsister.
up,
It would
if
be
you
a
grow up
biological
with a
sister.
stepsister thinking that she's your sister, it's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is kind of weird. Yeah.
Expectations for him were high. John's family had high hopes for the boy, and it showed in the name they chose for him. They called him Octavian. Not just because it was the personal name of the first Roman Emperor Augustus Caesar, but because it was the name of an ancient Etruscan prince as well. John's family clearly expected him to leave behind a great and lasting dynasty.
We had a friend come in the room, dog.
That was not paying rent. So you had to eliminate him.
John's family clearly expected him to leave behind a great and lasting dynasty. John eventually fulfilled this destiny, but probably not in a way that made them proud. He was set up to fail. How long is this?
Just get to the juicy shit. This is some dumb shit.
So he was set up to fail. That's pretty juicy. John likely didn't grow up being trained as a future priest. His dad more likely trained him in the art of combat in a manner befitting Roman aristocratic nobles such as himself. However, this meant that book learning wasn't exactly on the top of John's list of priorities. He was essentially raised to be an ancient Roman equivalent of a frat boy, so it's not surprising that his future as a pope was rife with problems. Did you guys know that chariots races were like the soccer back then of the Roman times? And there was this guy that made like $31 billion.
In comparison with the money, you mean, if you do convert that
Yeah.
over?
He won like over 1,000 races. And it's like, how do you even win that? Like, you can't even predict horse races nowadays.
And I heard that shit was like brutal. Like a lot
Well,
of people died doing that shit.
Horse races, from what I heard, are pretty rigged. So somebody will get a good horse, and they know the horse is good, and they know that the horse can run. So what they'll do, they'll tell the jockey to pull the horse back, not to win, and they'll keep having him lose, and then when the odds are low, then they'll call their friends and everything's like, we're gonna let the horse loose. Come in bed. You'll go in bed. That horse fucking jets, and now you have 1 to 1,000, and you fucking making hella money.
Yeah.
I didn't know that's how that got rigged.
Yeah.
So
And
they-
the horse races are just like that. What's that? The game they play in Miami with those like long claws that they throw the ball, they catch the ball and throw it. Cubans are very
Hala
popular.
hala.
You know what I'm talking
That's
about?
what it's called. Hala hala.
Yeah, just like that game is super rigged. It's
Canasta,
similar.
I think.
That shit's super rigged.
Cesta, some shit like that.
I don't know,
Hala.
but you know what I'm talking about. It's like this big scoop they hold in a hand. They catch the ball, then toss it. Kind of like reminds you of a baseball, but not really.
Hi, ally. Hi, ally.
Yeah, that. And apparently this is super rigged.
Wait, how? I don't even know how to fucking play this thing.
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are.
You throw this thing against the wall, and the other person's supposed
Supposed
to
to
catch
catch it and then throw it, and then they sometimes throw it wrong. They climb up the fucking walls and shit. I've been to one. I just couldn't understand what the fuck they were doing.
it.
Yeah.
It's a pretty interesting
How
way.
does it work?
I don't know. I don't know what the rules are.
It's a pretty interesting way to spend time. I mean, you just toss the ball around with the boys.
Oh, they swing it. They get the
It's like
ball and
playing
they
football.
swing it.
It's just
They get
easier.
And how do they hold it?
It gets
It's
swung.
like a little
It's like a
glove.
No, it's got a rod. They hold a rod.
You want to sit down in the pot? And then shush.
It's got like a little tube that you can hold on inside.
Okay.
Yeah, it's apparently like it could be a team sport too.
You saying
so-
this is rigged?
Yeah, it's known to be very rigged.
Why?
Why?
Because there's money into it. People bet on this shit. There's money involved. Anytime there's some sort of a
But
betting,
it's like
they can control it
it's like-
better.
baseball. It's like, how do you even rig that?
Baseball, you can't. It's national level. This is not national level.
This could be national level.
Mm-mm. It's just like rooster fighting or dog fighting. How you make that national level?
There's ways.
How do you rig a cockfight?
How do you rig one?
Yeah.
You bring the wrong rooster, or you give him certain type of medicine that's gonna make him a little bit slower. Like
What if
There's
it still
ways-
fucks him up?
Let's look it up. How to rig roost cockfights.
Yeah, don't be so proper rooster fight. It's a cockfight, Nick.
How to rig cockfights. Anyone bet on cockfighting? Oh my god, hold on. This is a complaint.
Read it.
This is a complaint. Cockfighting setup. Hi all. I am sorry to put such a radical title on my post, but I found the site and I am looking to figure out if a neighbor is peddling fighting roosters. I'm sure you all must be as against cockfighting as we are. He must have 50 roosters in individual small folded over metal huts looking things. We have taken pictures, complained to the authorities, etc. And being rural small community, it's just ignored. My question is there any other reason someone would have a rooster farming setup like that? It's an open secret. He's told people it's not illegal to raise them and supposedly no proof. Sells them to others for fighting. Based on what I've read here so far, having too many roosters is a bad thing and there are more than plenty around.
what?
So the reason why I found this funny is because I have seen these before. Like I've been to a farm where they keep fighting roosters in those cages, but it's like, shut up, Karen.
Shut up, Karen.
Different ways to rig rooster fights.
Well, I mean, what's his name? Didn't he just rig a boxing fight with pretended to be crazy, bet on himself, came out and fucking knocked the guy out and got $12 million out of 2?
I don't know really. My grandpa would probably be able to tell us a little bit more about this.
Yeah.
He used to bet a lot on cockfighting in Cuba.
Yeah. It's the same thing.
I've seen cockfights.
I've heard of people doing it here.
Oh, yeah, there's places that
Yeah,
you
I've
can-
seen this.
that you
Guys
can do
went
that.
in. They had 2 roosters and they were about to fight him. So as the guy releases the rooster, his own rooster jumps back and hits him, and hits him in the artery with that thing.
Yeah.
So the kid is just like bleeding in the middle of the whole thing. People run up and like roosters start fighting each other. They run up. They're trying to tie his legs so he doesn't, like, literally just blood starts shooting everywhere.
Shit.
I know they
Spurs?
They use
They're called spurs.
Yeah, spurs. They use plastic spurs instead of the metal ones.
Plastic.
So.
Nah, bro, they use metal ones. Go look up and read.
they
That's some
do.
crazy shit.
They use the metal ones, but they use plastic ones because they don't want them to kill the other one.
Yeah, but
It's like
that's
sparring.
yeah, but that
It's like sparring.
yeah, that's the amateur fighting. The ones that I'm talking about, bro, like they use like those metal shanks. Go look up there. You'll see, man.
You got these, but then you got these,
Yeah,
and those motherfuckers will slice
those.
you.
Yeah, and that's not just one
Dominican
shape. There's
Republic.
more. Yeah, there's more. It's big in Dominican Republic. Yeah, like you go down a rabbit hole when you look this up. Like some of those spurs, bro, they'll shave because naturally they have spurs. They'll shave them down, and then they'll add the metal ones. And some of them fight better than the other ones, so they specifically breed them for that. And some of those shanks look like knives. Some of them look like just a spear. You know, it just depends.
Cause those claws.
Hmm.
I kick that fucking thing.
Yeah, you probably spur your damn artery open.
Fucking dinosaurs, dude. I don't like birds. I don't like chickens.
I don't like any other animal but a dog. I keep saying this and people don't understand what I mean. But I mean what I say.
Fuck
I
that.
don't fuck with anything but
I don't
a
like
dog, bro.
ducks. I don't like.
You wouldn't want a little monkey on your shoulder?
No.
A little parrot?
No.
Nah, what the fuck do I look like, a pirate?
No.
How about like a little lemur with them big eyes, and all they eat is fruit, and they fly.
And they fly. It's like the selling point, and they fly.
Yeah, they jump off for something, and they just land on your
How
hand.
do you want a cat, bro?
Well, cat. Nobody wants a cat. You gotta be crazy.
Everybody
to want a
likes
cat.
cats.
Those people are crazy. Those people are crazy, bro. Cat people are crazy.
I don't
They are
like
crazy.
cats.
I don't know.
I
I
wouldn't
don't
have
know
a
like
cat.
cats. It's just they shit wherever the fuck they want. They get
Wait.
They get on top. wherever
That's the
fuck
one
they
thing
want.
cats don't do. They don't shit wherever they want. They'll piss on everything when they're pissed off at you, but they shit in their own little cubbyhole always. That's the reason people will get cats, because you don't have to take care of them as much.
To be
Yeah.
fair, fuck pets. I don't need to be taking care of a fucking dog.
I mean,
or
we live in
fucking-
Florida. Goddamn, every house probably has 3 or 4 roaches that at this point are pets.
After Shaylo,
I
do
just
not-
got rid of one of those.
After Shaylo, I do not want any more pets for a very long time.
I don't want pets. I like
dogs.
I like my little nephews who's coming
Yeah,
over
but you
for an
you
hour
like
or
a
two. But that's it.
dog because you have a fucking dog. I have a fucking little fur ball. It's not gonna do shit. It's like a con piece. You can kick that motherfucker. And just...
Motherfucker cross-eyed and shit.
Oh, it's one of those.
That fucker, all he does is just hump people. It's not a dog.
And he twerks on you. He like literally
The little shit trying to establish dominance on a big person like you.
Stupid little Shih Tzu, bro. It's not a dog.
The name already suggests what kind of dog it is. A shit. So,
It's a fucking dumbass dog.
all right. So what do we got next?
His-
Fuck this Pope. I
yeah,
mean,
fuck
they're
the
just
Pope.
talking of. He just partied a lot. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
I thought this was kind of interesting. This KDH engine has experts in suspense. New fuel predicted 100 years ago hasn't worked. So let's see.
Hydrogen.
All right. We once talked about the REX engines that nobody knew about, much less in America. However, in the country, we don't know that the KDH engine is either. With a completely new type of injection that we're not used to, they have just unveiled the next generation. The world is on tenterhooks, but we're still watching for Tesla.
Zero emission fuel.
Prototype runs
run.
on zero emission fuel, and yes, remember it's combustion. That's why experts are talking about a new era. This fuel was predicted 100 years ago. Now it has been used on an engine prototype. Kohler Engines, a manufacturing company that deals in engines for different sectors, has recently exhibited its latest creation, the KDH hydrogen engine, at the 2023 Agritechnica show held in Hanover, Germany. This brand new internal combustion engine, which can use hydrogen sourced and developed by Kohler itself, represents an important development in the company's strategic line. The KDH engine is based on the existing parent 2.5-liter four-cylinder KDI 2504 TCR diesel engine.
Jeez.
But the diesel injection system excluded and replaced with a GIDE system meant for hydrogen supply. This approach enables the engine to be installed in the same manner as a diesel engine for machines, have the same dimensions, PTOs, and performance, but deliver zero carbon solution. It would be relevant
Performance
to
as
turn
well. Okay.
one attention to one more advantage of the KDH engines, namely its capability of performing on hydrogen as if it were diesel. The selection of DI technology instead of PFI accelerates the backfire issue and permits the engine to sustain diesel performance, such as transient response. The KDH engine aims to match the performance of its diesel counterparts in several key areas: maximum power output, peak and low end torque, transient response, and drivability.
Okay, so it is a hydrogen engine. Cool, got it. Now, you know something interesting about Volvo? I think it was Volvo that came up with the seatbelt. And they said, we came out with a seatbelt. We know this is going to save lives. And we'd rather give this to the world for free than charge extra and patent it and have it only for ourselves. They ended up giving it to the world. To me, that's pretty cool, right? But now you have this company that comes out with this engine. That's their livelihood. But it's going to help the planet. What do? You know what I mean? Because you can't.
I ain't
you
gonna
can't
lie. I'm gonna
produce this
say.
shit.
I'm gonna say they should Elon Musk it. Now, if I was them, I wouldn't Elon Musk and shit.
But see, they
I
cannot.
think you just,
Imagine putting in all that work yourself.
that's what I'm saying.
No, I
Like,
understand that, but
you just
but-
made the biggest point there. You spent all this time trying to figure this out.
Yes.
Damn, but that's like fucked up. That's like cancer. It's like
No, but you're still gonna cure it. You're still gonna cure it, but you're gonna monopolize the shit.
But that's the thing. Do you think these big companies will go to them and like, oh, let me just start buying your engines?
Probably that'd be the whole thing.
The
Or
only
they're
way
gonna
if it
have
costs
to-
less to buy that
Or they're
engine than what
they're gonna
building-
probably partner and build it with him, but they're still gonna have to pay something.
But the minute they partner and build it with them, now the technology is over on this side, and these people know how to do it. But technically, it's an engine. You can pull it apart and know how to do it.
No, but you know something. The moment a
So-
patent gets put through, you're telling the whole world how you did it.
Yeah,
But now you're saying you can't do it this way.
correct.
That's why Rolex never filed a patent for the green crystal on a Milgauss. They don't want to let everyone know how they did it.
Yeah.
I read that shit the other day. They still haven't patented it.
Well, that one is because no one can tell how they did it because it's
Same thing
it's
here.
hard, right?
Same thing
But
here.
this one
they
they
would
can-
have even if they when they go to patent it, they have to say how they did it.
Yeah, but
and
if
everyone
they-
will know.
But even somebody buys this engine, they can pull it apart and they know how they did it. The Milgauss, you cannot pull it apart.
My mom made some breaded
that part.
chicken earlier today, and she brought some breading, and she was like, "I brought the KFC breading," and I'm like, "Damn, you sold the patty good, the fucking Krabby Patty formula."
Well, what I'm saying is, with the engine, they can pull it apart. They can figure out, but the Milgauss is a paint, right? Like, how do you figure out what the paint is or what the
I
coating
don't know.
is?
I mean,
You
I'm sure
can.
you can somehow.
Nah, but
You
the
can always
temper, like you go X degrees higher, X degrees lower, it becomes something completely fucking
I'm
different.
sure you could reverse. You could reverse.
If that's
engineer
possible,
it.
they would have done it. They haven't done it because
I mean,
it's
other
impossible.
companies have done tinted crystals. Maybe not in the same form. but
That's
other
what I'm
companies
trying
have
to
done it.
say, right? Well, anyway, so how much cheaper is EV charging than gasoline? We'll show you the winner using math. Okay, get to the math right away. We just don't need to read the rest of it. Okay, there we go. Per month. No, go back right there. Another thing to
The
keep in mind.
cost of charging a home will not depend on what you pay for electricity, which will vary depending on where you live. Electricity tends to be more expensive in Hawaii, New England, and California, and less expensive in Western and Midwestern states. such as North Dakota, Utah, and Washington, the nationwide average is around 16 cents per kilowatt hour. Another thing to keep in mind is that some states with deregulated energy markets.
By the way, California just trying to put a new law in where they're going to charge you for solar tax because so many people have solar panels and driving electric cars. Like the electric companies are not making enough money, so they're gonna implement solar tax now.
We're going to fucking war. Telling you, bro, it's another tax.
Oh, look up this thing. Talking about we're going war. Look up this. Look up BABA. No, one word. B as in boy. Yeah, BABA. Boy apple space Vanga.
Baba boy apple.
No, remove boy apple.
He was trying to help you say it.
Yeah, Vanga. VANGA. 2025 predictions. So this was this lady, right? I think she was like from fucking I think she was like Bulgarian or something like that. She was completely
Haiti?
blind. Huh?
It said Haiti, no?
No. She was in Eastern Europe somewhere. And she predicted basically a bunch of shit, right? Like kind of like Nostradamus. She was blind completely. So they're saying that she predicted beginning of end of the world in 2025.
Yeah, bitch, you got like 2 more years to live.
End of her world.
It's the end of your world. Bitch.
So the so-called Nostradamus of Balkans, the so-called Nostradamus of Balkans. So she was from Balkans, right? So it is kind of Eastern Europe somewhere there.
She ain't making it far.
So she apparently predicted so there you go.
A conflict in Europe will devastate the continent's population. 2028, humans will begin to explore Venus as an energy source. 2033, the polar ice caps will melt, raising sea levels to drastic heights worldwide. 2076, communism will spread to countries across the world. 2130, humans will make alien contact. 2170, a drought will devastate much of the world. 3005, Earth will go to war with a civilization on Mars. Damn.
That's probably gonna be us. We're just gonna be fighting our own people.
3797, humans will have to vacate the Earth because it's become uninhabitable. 5079, the world will end.
5,079.
Yeah, but she's saying that the beginning of world end starts
Tell
in
me what-
2025
tell me-
with the
just
European
tell me what
conflict.
time, too.
Because look,
If
25
you're
is the
fucking
conflict.
if you're reading fucking 3,000 years into the future, you should be able to tell me like what time this shit's starting at, right? Like you're reading fucking 3,000 years into the future. You can't
Which
tell
time
me.
zone are we talking about?
Ask her. I don't know.
But what is she talking about? Is 2025? Europe is doing
Exact time that all this shit's gonna happen.
devastating the population. 2028, humans will begin to explore Venus. Right? 2033, the polar ice caps will melt. So that's not too far away. That's only 9 years ago. I mean, 9 years ahead. 76, that's when communism spreads, bro. I don't think I'm surviving that far. You know, it'd be nice. I'd be like, I'd be 90. I'd be 93 years old. I mean, I might make it just. I might just make it. Make it.
Wait, damn, me and Mingo will be there.
We'll make it.
We'll
Yeah.
be there.
If I fucking
We'll
make
be
it
there.
past this
Y'all
first
better
boat ride.
fucking. Y'all better come to my grave and tell me the stories, motherfuckers. That's what I'm just saying.
I'm gonna go over there. Your commie ancestors, they made it. They made it. They made it here.
They're corrupting
They
the
did
earth.
it. They did it, Jay.
2130, ain't nobody making that. We'll make alien contact. See, that would be cool to be there.
2130 is when we'll make alien contact.
Yeah. It's probably gonna be.
So
some-
we won't be there.
It's probably gonna be some slug or some shit.
Some bullshit.
Yeah.
You
It'll be some
imagine it's like
bullshit.
a bug.
A talking
A
slug.
bug. The moment it touches like our atmosphere, it dies anyways.
Yeah.
Like
A talking slug.
Well, look. It says Earth would go to war with civilization on Mars. So by 3005, that's 1,000 years from now, they're apparently gonna have civilization on Mars. If they have civilization on Mars, they done explored other planets, and they probably found some fucking critter that lives on another fucking
what
planet.
difference would make us go to war
Huh?
with another set of civilization of humans? On
The
another planet.
only way we would go to war with them if we were the one that came to their planet and don't have the capability to come into ours. That would be the only way. Because if they came to our planet, bro, they got the capability to wipe us out.
No. Saying it's because it's saying Earth will go to war with a civilization on Mars. Is this a civilization of an alien civilization, or is this a civilization of humans?
It's civilization of humans.
Right. So we made it there.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Why would we go to war with another
Because
civilization?
it's
Of humans?
1,000 fucking years difference. Because Mars people gonna. Because think about it. Who's gonna go to Mars first? The smartest people. If the smartest one go to Mars, their children are gonna be naturally smarter than ours.
Whoa,
So they're gonna have better
whoa.
technology.
We are not sending smart people to Mars.
Yeah, you are. Who do you think is gonna go to Mars?
Who the fuck is smart enough to go to Mars?
What do you mean? All the scientists, all the chemists, physicists.
They're not going.
Bro, who do you think is gonna go to Mars first?
They're not going. They're sending monkeys up there.
1,000 years is not enough for a monkey to become a human. All I'm trying to tell you,
Let's wrap up.
I'm talking about in the intellectual scale.
on an intellectual scale, the
We're
first
sending
settlers are gonna be
monkeys. They're not-
extremely intelligent people because you're gonna have to have these people being able to make shit out of nothing. You're not gonna
The
send the
smart
fucking.
people that are supposed to be going are not going.
You're not gonna send Julie with 70 IQ to fucking Mars to rig a fucking ventilation system or a fucking
the fuck is Chewie?
Julie, the trailer
Julie,
park,
oh.
the trailer park.
But you're not
lady
gonna
with
send. But
IQ
you're
of
not gonna
70.
send Elon Musk.
Well, no, Elon Musk would be the one that's sending people over there.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
You're not gonna
Well, his
send
ass
the
gonna be
smartest
dead.
fucking person, but you're gonna send the most intelligent ones that we
His ass
got.
gonna be dead.
Huh?
His ass.
He's not gonna be dead anyway.
We all.
We're talking about 1,000 years. We don't know when
It's
they're
all
gonna
right.
settle
We're
there.
gonna have X Alpha Beta Charlie, one of his
Look,
children.
all I can say is that I'll be alive for a solid 3 of these.
Yes,
Right?
yes.
And if this bitch is right on 3,
This bitch
I'll
is
give
right
her
on
the,
all of
I'll
it.
give her the rest.
Yeah, yeah. That's what I'm saying. You know.
So
I bet the bitch been right on a bunch of them. So
let's see.
Has she predicted a
I
Super
can't believe
Bowl?
we talking about.
I
this
don't think
fucking
Shimanga
lady.
give a shit about Super Bowl.
The Super Bowl.
Yeah,
What,
I
you
don't
want
think
to
she
bet?
give a shit about the Super Bowl.
You trying to bet on this shit?
Yeah, just like the rest of the world doesn't give a shit about the
You
Super
think
Bowl.
Vegas will open up a betting line to see if she's right? They might. They do.
They
betting
probably
lines on
have one
every-
right now.
I bet they do.
Do the betting
They're
line.
doing
Do
parlays.
do
They're
Vegas.
all 3.
Vegas odds for Baba Wanga predictions. Do that. Vegas odds for Baba BABA Vanga.
Oh
20
God!
Yeah, is there one?
What the fuck?
Is there a
No.
Vegas odds one?
Wait, go down a little bit.
Go to Vegas odds just in general. Yeah. Betting on no.
I don't know what you're looking for.
The ones that they predict for presidential
I don't
betting
do-
and stuff. That's
I don't
Vegas
gamble.
odds. Go on that. Go on that. Do presidential election. I want to see if this is the one. This is not it.
No, this is for fucking.
It's some dumb shit. Go back.
Let's wrap up, guys. We're already
Yeah, let's wrap up. We're not
1:45.
gonna find this. This is silly.
Alrighty, guys. Thank you for talking a bunch of bullshit with us. We really appreciate everyone who supports us. Guys, don't forget to check out the UFC Gym Largo and St. Petersburg, and also Vitality Recovery and Wellness Center.
And share our
our
content.
official sponsors.
Yeah, share our content.
Yeah, share our content. Post us all over the
Who else
place.
is gonna talk about fucking watches, then iPhones, and then about Baba Wanga and dick sizes? No one.
Yeah, we only do shit like that.
Yeah.